That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get
Hello there.
My balls keep telling me to let me
hello.
Shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from Artie Europe. This is Most Badass. Broadcasting all the no land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C. Here with Jeff the Huffman. And Ball Behind the Glass. You know, Doc was supposed to be here. I don't see any reason. Yup. We gotta start playing the Hillbilly song for him.
Probably working. Yeah, probably working.
No, he said I got no reason. Ba. Nah. So this is like his second or third time he's done this to me. He says he's gonna do it.
The man's gotta get paid.
I don't think that's it. I think he's fucking off. I think something's happened in his life, and he's decided to start fucking off. What is this going on? Maybe he had Corona excuse, but no, I think this is horse shit. Absolute horseshit. I wish I could play Goodbye Horses without getting claimed. That would be funny. Have you seen any of the horse tweets?
No, I have not. It sounds retarded, so that's why I'm here.
It's pretty retarded. I want to see him. Let's see what he's up to.
Okay.
I disavow the horse tweets. 100%. I don't know. I know she's like a public figure or anything, and I'm not going to lecture Keem over this or horse shit, but let's see if we can find some horses. Let's go media. No, those are fish. I've heard about there's one. I wonder if he's getting nailed for harassment for this. And then he's still at it with the He's still at it. He's still at it with the H3.
Yeah, nice.
I think it's stupid. Sir, the Fupa Free will someday run low on funds. We have plans to keep Fupa plump with the victim. I don't understand why Nathan can't ignore him either. Here's fucking Andy Smelanakis. Why don't you just block each other and ignore? You know, maybe that's a good idea. I'm not saying it's easy.
No, that's too easy. That doesn't get views.
I don't think this is getting views anymore. This is getting lame. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys are a little sick of this fucking feud. It just seems over and done with and completely stupid.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think this is gay.
Gay. I appreciate you wanting to end this, but I still got quality for the past 3 weeks. Keemstar has called Hilla a horse about 20 times. Called me the George Soros of YouTube. I don't think what's so bad about that. Digging through every old tweet I've ever made. That's something you brought on yourself. How could you not come to the conclusion by making a video like that? I mean, you know, one of the conversations Nick has all the time is, you know, Nick deletes all his tweets. I know that. And I know commentators think about this. Perhaps Ethan is above it. But, you know, making sure, you know, the house isn't made of glass. You know, you're calling people white supremacists now, I'm hearing. Digging through every old tweet. And you got caught doing blackface, which, by the way, I got no problem with. I don't care. I'm one of the few people, I think, on the planet that thinks this whole BLM fucking shit show is a joke. It deserves to be mocked, not praised. I don't think it helps one black person on, hey, congratulations, no more Aunt Jemima or Uncle Ben's. Didn't help that guy in Atlanta a week ago, did it?
No,
it didn't. It's stupid. All the lefties looking to cancel everybody. So, but you know, you when you throw a bomb, I get this too. People make videos on me. They look through my shit. It's part of the job. Digging through all my old tweets. Like you wouldn't have done that to him. How are you not fair game? You dragged up a 4-year-old controversy that he apologized and paid in full with. And probably coordinated with that guy, Tony. God. Unfortunately, I've tried to ignore him for 3 years. Unfortunately, I tried to ignore him for 3 years. As a result, he's convincing most of YouTube that I stole money from FUPA and committed fraud. I don't know if he committed fraud or not, but Keem's got an excellent tweet here. People have expressed concern that FUPA Freedom will someday run low on funds. It will. I won't fund it. We have plans to keep FUPA plump. You know, isn't it amazing they raised money for that lawsuit and they bought a $10 million house too? Maybe that, but that, admittedly, it was probably before the podcast really paid off.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. So maybe I can't hit him on that. Yeah. The FUPA project, a great project. As soon as he was done with it, he was done with it.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
It didn't fail, KX. Thank you so much. I disavow you. Choke on a double stuffed Nick DiOrio cookie. We don't really get them out here. They're in Germany. Thank you, KX. I do appreciate it. In Germany, they are kind of a delicacy. They're way overpriced. I mean, you can get them, but I never liked them that much. Call me crazy. He's convinced most of the internet. You didn't have to convince the internet. You stopped talking about it. You made no effort to it'd be one thing if it ran out of money to juice it. Keem versus H3 is old, but I do find the horse thing funny. Not because I think Hitler looks like a horse. I don't. But it clearly triggers. That's why I have a problem with it. It's family. I don't know. That's exactly why I have a problem with it. That's why I'm not really riding it. She'd has to be, for me to say she was a horse face, she would really have to be more evil. I actually admire Hilla Klein. She is a
You've said that numerous times. You've said that numerous times.
I've always admired Hilla. She stands by her man. You don't see that too often. You know, I think she married him before he was worth a fucking nickel. You know, they're traditional. They're the type of people that I'm not saying I'm sure he doesn't go to temple any week, but he has a Jewish family. He appreciates his background. I like people that appreciate their ethnic background, not identify as it or use it as a crutch or, I don't know, freak out because, oh my God, Notre Dame's got a drunk little Patty on their fucking uniform. I can't take it. Not like that. Yeah, why can't I fucking bitch about the Indians? Indians really don't bitch about the Redskins. That's all white people. Why can't I bitch about the Notre Dame Fighting Irish logo that perpetuates a stereotype of people like me?
Why don't white people
fighting and drinking? My favorite things to do on Earth. Well, I fight.
Fuck the Braves. Fuck the Blackhawks. Fuck them all.
I wonder if the Blackhawks will flip now. I hope not.
That would actually make me happy.
See, everybody's looking for statues to come down. I want to see what stays up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to sit there and go, oh my God, Aunt Jemima. I'm just going to say that's fucking stupid. By the way, I found out about it. There was a woman named Aunt Jemima, and she was a slave. But from what I understand, they used her likeness. I don't think this particular version of her is the likeness. From what I understand, she got paid. Now, maybe that's not true. I don't know. My dad said he read that, so maybe he read some bullshit. I don't know. But he doesn't normally read. I mean, everybody gets fooled. So I don't know what the fucking big deal about putting Aunt Jemima on there. You know what I really don't want is the helicopters to lose their the names in the Army. That would really bum me out. You know that?
Yeah, Blackhawk, Apache.
I don't. Yeah. I don't really give a fuck if you're an Indian, half an Indian, fucking some SJW. I see those tribes as bad motherfuckers, respectable
they're not
enemies.
Name the helicopters after fucking pussies.
Yeah, and that these were, and I'm not trying to say that the Indians didn't get a raw deal. What happened to them borderlined on genocide, and you could probably make the argument that it was genocide in certain situations.
Absolutely.
But they kind of taught us how to fight. Kind of taught us how to fight the British, to be honest with you.
Sure.
So 100%. I see those tribes as, me personally, American badassery. And I see those tributes as these teams as tributes to great warriors. I love cowboys and Indians. I think that shit's cool. Now, the way I like them isn't politically correct anymore, but I don't give a fuck. You know, because I don't really think it hurts anybody. If I thought it hurts, because the argument for taking Aunt Jemima down, taking this one down, taking that, is that it hurts black people, it hurts this. I don't buy that. I think it's bullshit. I think it's just fucking straw man. Not a straw man, a fucking slippery slope fallacy. I think it's horseshit. And I recognize the Indians still get fucked. You know that? Those I remember I took this trip. It was called Close Up. I was a junior in high school because I had good history grades, and I had the opportunity to join this thing. Only like 4 people only 2 from my school and 4 people from Woodbridge in general were allowed to go. It was a great trip, and we got really lucky because we had New Mexican Indians who were our roommates. That's what they tried to do. You pair you up, like they'd pair up, guys from Montana and Missouri together and what have you, and so you get to know each other and your culture. But New Jersey and New Mexican reservation Indians, that's a real culture. That's like meeting somebody from another country. And it was a really good experience. And what they said, this is what they told me, but they have their own reservation and sovereign land. The states will come in and tax them on certain things. They're not supposed to tax them on anything, right? It's a sovereign land. And guess who runs New Mexico? Lefties. The lefties. So they're always bitched. They never bitched about fucking Democrats. They bitched about Democrats. They would enforce laws on them that the states simply weren't within their jurisdiction to do it. When you go on Indian sovereign land, when you're done. That's another country. That's another country. What'd you say?
Nick says read Reactor's timeline.
Oh fuck! Check your DMs on Discord.
Okie dokie. Did Reactor lose it? NBA's racist. Funny. When are we going to start talking about the racist NBA referees? Texas clearly proves that they call fouls in Africa.
You might as well bring the NFL into that.
Yeah,
you could do that too. The Redskins shouldn't get a fucking call against her on their quarterback the whole year. He's black.
Which by the way, they're now Goodell is now encouraging an NFL team to sign Kaepernick.
He don't want to play, Paul. You know what Kaepernick's going to do? Kaepernick's going to pull that stunt he did about a year and a half ago. He's going to show up at a practice and change all the rules, and he's probably not fit.
Literally what Stephen A. Smith said.
Yep, and he's going to do it again, and he's going to say, "Look, they still fucked me, even though I showed up for this, that, and the other thing." And I hope Stephen A. Smith calls him out again. I hope Stephen.
You want to know what he actually did in the NFL? He had one 86-yard run against Green Bay in the playoffs. That's his NFL career. That's what he fucking did. That's all he did.
I never.
It was a beautiful fucking run. Don't get me wrong.
I never thought. I was never terribly impressed with the guy. When he was Joe America. Actually, I think the guy grew up with too much white privilege because he was raised by white people. I wonder how much bigotry he faced. I'm betting on almost 0. I don't care. Well, you're not going to hear anything good about Black Lives Matter to me. Here's another one. When she says she only dates black guys. You like this other tweet? You're bringing up old stuff, but that's funny. But this is getting... I need to speak with your spots. That's pretty funny, too. She's got the Karen haircut. I don't like the horse stuff because it's just... I don't know. I don't think the horse stuff's horse shit. She's a wonderful girl.
She didn't do shit.
Well, you know what she said? She said, "You can call me a horse. Call me a horse." And I was like, you know what? You're right. Because he knows how crappy would it sound coming out of his mouth. He knows exactly how crappy it would be. Concentrate on this guy.
I need to. See, now that right there, the Karen haircut, that's funny.
That was funny, though. I'll give him that one.
That's funny.
I don't care if they beat each other up. I'd say Olivia Hiller. But, I think he'd argue she's a part of H3 Productions. And he, he's not going to go that. Like, he made that argument. Well, you can't talk about Keem without G-Phil. Well, you can't talk about H3 without Hiller. It's like part of his branding. Yeah. I'm more interested to see where this goes. I am shocked, a little appalled. This does not seem to be getting the traction that I thought it would. I hate to... That may change, but wasn't super enthused how my video did. And Keemstar did it. I don't know how much traction it got there either. I don't know if it's just because everything's fucking crazy or people are going out now because they can. But this is important. When fucking poor Dankula's getting fucked to every court he goes to.
Yeah.
I don't like them doing the horse thing. But I wouldn't do that. I'm above it. I would never call a woman a horse face. Nah, I think this is mean. It was the worst thing she said. 3 sips of beer. It was like the worst thing she said.
Probably something along those lines.
Yeah, I don't think you should do that. But, this is what you asked for it. I think Ethan should have struck back. I do. But just a lot smarter than this. A way a lot smarter than this. Dark Master. What makes you the master of fucking anything, Dark Master? Huh?
You can hear me? I'm making sure if you can hear me.
Yes. What do you Dark Master? Well, you're not a master of anything. I could tell.
Oh, I'm a master of knowing that you're a pretty cool YouTuber.
All of a sudden, huh? I thought I was a prick last week. All right, what do you want?
Where's the butt?
I was going to ask, do you know where in a horse's mouth comes from, that phrase?
No, I never heard the phrase before, so.
It comes from because, you see, the teeth of a horse are really indicative of their genetics, and if they have bad teeth, they're not good eating. So a bunch of scam artists would sell bad teeth horses. So that's why I say you got to check a gift horse in the mouth.
What are you, a hillbilly? Where are you from?
I'm a historian.
What?
I know about history.
Yeah. That sounds like a bunch of
Are you familiar with the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki?
Yeah. They're probably unnecessary.
Why do you think? That's interesting. Why do you think?
Well, Japan was already pretty much fucked anyway. Like
they wouldn't surrender.
Really beat the U.S.
They wouldn't surrender.
Yeah, they weren't going to surrender.
That.
They were.
What do you mean? How do I know that? They dropped the fucking first one. They still refused to surrender. That's how I know that. It took 2, and they were planning on 3.
Yeah, they dropped the first one, and they're like, "Bitch, you won't do it again." And then Truman's like,
"What they did to our troops, they deserved every fucking bit of that shit."
I mean, why do you think we didn't drop it on Germany?
What? Because they surrendered.
Why didn't
Germany surrendered?
Germany surrendered. I'm a historian. Because they're white. Matter. That's why we didn't drop it on them. Black Lives Matter.
How's your dead brother?
Oh, gee.
What?
What?
Do you remember that story? He jumped out of a window because he got high.
He wasn't dead. He just got injured.
Yeah,
oh, shut up, Walt. he took this right off course.
I know.
I mean, it happened just because you
We're talking about fucking Hiroshima, Tommy. What do you expect?
Well, you don't know what you're talking about. How can I trust you, Dark Master?
Okay.
Well, I'm giving you a chance to explain yourself, Slappy. You're terrible. By the way, I'm going to give you some advice for calling because it's really not. If you go to voice and video, fucking take that automatically determine sensitivity off. It's not helping you. You don't get the first word in your sentence.
Okay.
Bye. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Tommy beat me to it. God damn it. Nuke. Yeah, I should have nuked. Well, we'll take your calls. What else is going on?
That's what I was saying.
You got something to tell me, to fill me in on. I heard this with the Chris D'Elia stuff is wild. I think we had to re-upload the video. There was a mistake made, and we want to make sure it's right.
Yeah, it was corrected. It was all corrected.
It was all corrected?
Yeah.
SFTP News. Let me review. I don't do that.
Yeah, let's watch it, yeah.
Well, why we got 66% fucking...
Oh, shit.
Oh, look at this. What's going on here? The fuck?
Sexual misconduct.
This thing got more views in the last 3 hours than the other one did. What's the 40 minus 40 here? Let's see this shit. Oh, it's because we re-uploaded it? Like, what the fuck? All right. This video is re-love with a corrected mistake.
I wouldn't be complaining about it.
I follow. Let's see. Thanks, Pops. Damn, Chris is like the last person. Never trust a guy in his 40s that wears his hat backwards. I agree with that completely. Josh, fantastic reporting, Phil. It's insane. He got it, so he fixed it. Old ass emails, LOL. I wonder if he'll do the congratulations podcast this week. Super sad. It's Schwab, not Schwab. I can't. It's Brandon Saab. I can't say his name either.
Brendan Schaub.
Schaub. How do you follow a comedy podcast and you don't know to pronounce the name of the comedian? Is that it, really? Somebody sent him over here.
Chris Dilla.
I like it. Cullen responds defending himself. So you really don't have you're sad. Look, nobody made Chris D'Elia call these fucking broads. Nobody. Not me. Not anybody on the Shot from the Point News team. Not Phil. Nobody. Nobody but Chris D'Elia. I don't even give a fuck.
Thanks for the views.
It's not like they were 12. They're all in fucking juniors and seniors in high school. And Chris is innocent. He's a great guy, to the point. Very much an Onision fan. Like my ass off. Just kidding. I love my fans. I do. I love you guys. You're funny. You entertain me. This is a two-way thing we got going on here. Roger McElfish. He's been around a long time. That's a name I've seen forever. So, I don't know. Somebody probably came in and reviewed, fucking bombed the fucking thing. I don't know. Delees and B, very spicy claims. Oh boy. You know, what he was trying to put, there was really no, first of all, there's no evidence at all that he broke the law.
Yeah.
Like, zero. I don't know what the fuck he's thinking talking to anybody. I guess it was 10 years ago. Like, I mean, and how much you want to bet the broad he was hitting on was all for it back then when she was fucking 16, 17. She became big fucking SJW, dug up her shit. He said something off color, and this is payback, bitch. How much you want to bet?
What year is it? 2020?
It was like 2009 this happened.
Yeah, 10-5. Yeah, one's from like 5 years ago, and the other is from 10.
This is what it's like under a Democratic administration. You're experiencing it now. Nothing but cancellations. Be like back with Obama. When all the SJWs.
No, you're capitalist fucking pig. You're a fucking fascist.
Yeah. Everybody's a fascist. Well, I like the video, Phil. I like the video. It's too bad. I thought he did a fine job. A fine job.
It's full screen, man.
Green Man. Be interesting.
You're failing.
So, 1 second, is my mic working?
No.
You really... Bye. No. No, not today.
Did you watch Belle Delphine's video? Fucking music video?
Didn't she get claimed?
Oh, never mind. She got age restricted. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris D'Elia didn't do anything. I don't know if he did or not. I don't know if he did or not. He definitely talked to an underage girl when he was 30.
Yeah.
But he didn't do anything after that. Actually, I was talking to fucking Phil before this, and we were deciding what to do. He said I had to take it down. I was like, why? He told me why. I said, well, good move. It's okay. I go, look, this is a team game. I go, you don't have to fucking bash yourself. We did it. We got it wrong, and I fixed it. That's what you say. Nobody wants to hear you fucking cry. I don't want to hear you fucking cry. It could happen to anybody. And so he went back and he fixed it really quick, and that was it. But one thing he told me was one of the things he got wrong is he said he called the 16-year-old girl back or texted her back. It wasn't. He waited till she turned 18 and then wrote her back. So he couldn't, but he didn't realize that at the time when he first reported it. So he had to switch it around. Imagine counting the fucking days. It's been 300 and 400 days according to Twitter since I last DM'd this broad. And I have a daughter, and I think that's fucking funny. You believe that shit? That's it. But yeah, the death seems to go on. I want to start doing fucking oddball shit in the other news channel. Lagging?
Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, like chess stuff. I watched XQC play some. I don't know. She's a really pretty Asian girl on Twitch, and I like the way they do it on Twitch. They have these YouTube / streamer celebrity chess matches.
Yeah.
And they're 10 times more interesting than the actual professionals, because they have GMs looking over it and telling you what's going on, and they're not talking down about the chess play, even though it's awful. And it's not what they're used to. They make it fucking interesting, right? XQC is bad a move that he's actually kind of talented. He's got talent for the game. XQC.
That'd be actually kind of funny if they threw in a little jab every now and again, just making fun.
No, they really, you know what they try to do, and Nakamura does this, they really try to remember what it was like when they were learning and looking at it through their perspective. Almost like we're supposed to do in poker. You're supposed to, how does my opponent look at the game? That's what they're doing. So they're not insulting the play, right? And apparently everybody's been trained or what have you. They're trying to get in their heads and explain why they would do A, B, or C. And they'll also tell you, they'll go, okay, they know the correct move in just about every position. They have enough time to look at it. So Nakamura said, this is the correct move, but he might want to go here, and here's why. And it could lead to this, and it could lead to that. It's not a bad move, but it's not the best move, right? And he'll go to this is why, but he might do this and blunder that, blah, blah, blah. And he goes right through it. It's really, really good. The chess on Twitch is fucking amazing. I like Fisher Random Chess or Chess 960. I just started playing that on my own. That's where they mix up the back. It's not the same back position every time. I really enjoy it. I wish more people liked it. Did he lose? Yeah, he did. He did lose to Charlie in like 6 moves actually. But here's the thing. What I found out was he blundered. Everybody makes fucking mistakes, right? It was pretty funny, but he learned from it. And he took more training. And here's the thing about being aggressive in chess. If you could keep track of all your shit and forget all your stuff and maintain that aggression and not fucking question yourself too much, you could be a dangerous player. So they were talking about they admire his aggression. They see the whole reason he beat the Asian girl yesterday, I can't remember her name, was because of aggression and learning from past mistakes. So, yeah, he did lose in 6 moves. So that was pretty funny. But even then, he was just he was being overly aggressive. And he just, people have a habit of, leaving their back file unprotected once they move all their pieces out. Because all those pawns are unprotected and shit. He did. But it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Great stuff. Highly recommend it. I would watch it with some fans, but I just, it's not Shinsei, it's Haruka Nakamura. When I was in the Army, and I was watching a young Magnus Carlsen. He's like 14 at the time. Now he's like the best player that ever lived. They used to call him H-Bomb, and he was about 17 or 18 at the time, around 2007. They called him H-Bomb, which is kind of funny considering he's Japanese.
Is he from Hiroshima?
I don't know. That was terrible. But he used to call him H-Bomb. He didn't mind it. I don't know now. Fuck if I know. But that was his Haruka Nakamura. Actually, one of the best color guys I've ever come in. He's young, too. I don't think he's a day over 30. He might just be turning 30 now. Oh, he's born 87? Oh, he's 32. Well, he was a kiddo. He just turned 20. Haruka Nakamura. Great. They thought he might have had potential for, top of the fold IGM, but still, he's one of the best players in the United States. Yeah. Chess Prodigy 15. Now he's at Twitch. This is a perfect place for him to go. He's like in the culture now because Japanese born. Where is he? He's from I don't know. Oh, he's born in Japan. I thought he grew up in Jersey, or at least New York area. Morgan Z. I'm trying to think. Where are you from? Chess Prodigy. 10. He became the youngest player to achieve a title. He's the youngest fucking master ever. And that means he got it quicker than Bobby Fischer. Probably a lot easier to do it now, but breaking the record of Bobby Fischer 3 months. Jesus. I mean, he had a lot more. I wouldn't say it's easier, but you have a lot more tools than you would have years ago. Where's he from in the States? I thought he was a Japanese father. Sergei Nakamura. Divorced from their 1990. Youngest player, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't know where he is. Yeah, I think when he broke that record for Bobby Fischer, they thought maybe he could be tip-top. But I don't think that worked out. But maybe it's better to have him as a good color guy and promote the game that way. And I think the best way is to promote that on Twitch. And I'm not surprised that gamers like XQC are picking up on it quick and what have you. It's especially the RTS guys. I would imagine they would pick it up on it real quick, right?
Yeah.
No, but I enjoyed it, and people were like going nuts. There was when they went off the air, it was at 80,000 people on the stream.
That's pretty good.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It was the biggest one. It was ahead of the doc. And look, it's ahead of doc because you have all these big like Twitch streamers in there, but it's pretty good. Definitely enjoyed it.
I mean, aren't Russians normally the best players in chess?
Yes.
What I've seen.
Because they teach it in schools. In the Soviet Union, they taught it in schools, yeah. In general, it's Russians, yeah.
I can be a really
but
good
the last champion prior to Carlsen, he's the first European champion in a while, was Indian. Vishy Anand. Yeah, so Vishy was a good guy. That's who Carlsen ended up beating. They knew that, too. Like, even when I was in Iraq, when I was following this stuff, like, they knew, they said, this will happen. Their paths will cross.
Yeah.
But Nakamura. Is this a caller show? I just got here. You want to call in? Call in. It's fucking. It's been quite dead. So I'm just.
If you got something, let's go.
We could talk about Billy Mitchell and watch the video that they released. If you want, I sent you on Discord.
Woo!
Yeah, because they gave him his fucking
his record back.
Billy Mitchell has made various appearances.
It's just a statement from Guinness. Billy Mitchell. Oh wow! Look at this. Thank you.
Yeah.
Billy Mitchell has made various appearances in the Guinness World Record.
Management team has unanimously decided to reverse the decision made. That's outrageous. I mean, he played on MAME.
Books since the 1980s. But in 2018, some questions were raised about the technical aspects of his gameplay, and we therefore took the decision to disqualify his records. Mitchell then appealed that decision, and we subsequently reopened his case and re-examined the evidence. This involved reviewing both the existing evidence and newly sourced eyewitness testimony, plus some new expert gameplay analyses and...
Oh, yes. I would like to see that new expert gameplay analyses. Because I'll be perfectly honest with you, you don't need an expert. The board loads the same way every time. In MAME and on the board itself. It didn't load like it does original fucking hardware. So they obviously threatened them.
Or paid them.
Verification.
Probably. And we deserve to know who fucking investigated it. They need to be transparent.
In the end, we found that there just wasn't sufficient evidence to support the disqualification across the board. In cases such as this, where there is debate, we would typically defer to the original contemporaneous adjudication, and this is the case here.
They're overruled at Twin Galaxies.
So the result is that the records management team has decided to reverse the decisions made and reinstate all of Mr. Mitchell's records for Pac-Man and Donkey.
Pac-Man shouldn't be done too. Apparently that happened before, and they buried the guy. They actually buried the dude that did it first, the perfect Pac-Man. He also had a fucking break. You're not supposed to do that. You can, if you go to Pac-Man, there's a trick.
Supposed to go straight through.
There's a trick you can do where you can get the ghost to circle an area, and you can take a leak and do something you want. You're supposed to do it straight through.
Donkey Kong.
Billy Mitchell, Video Game Player of the Century. I'm here today to celebrate Guinness World Records' unanimous decision to reinstate all of my world records from 1982 to present day. To put it into historical perspective, esports began in 1982, history's first gathering.
Yeah, and cheated. I can't fucking take this shit.
You want to see his statement?
No, what is his? Does he have a written statement? Because I'm not listening to this horse shit.
It's written. Yeah, it's written. Check your DM on Discord. It's above the video. Yeah.
Billy Mitchell has
above the video.
I'm surprised he isn't verified. Ladies and gentlemen, officially announced that the full reinstatement of Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. They're going to use this against Apollo Legend. Well, Guinness said so. Guinness said so because we threatened them. As we're independent, fair, unbiased investigation. Yeah, an investigation where we will not know who fucking looked into it. And they actually said it in there. We had more analysis, but at the end they said there wasn't enough evidence, which, by the way, was the argument at the time. They didn't have enough evidence to disqualify it because all they have is the way MAME loads and the way the actual original hardware loads, and it's completely different. And his stuff loaded like MAME, which should disqualify him immediately. The other problem was, if you remember, the first record-breaking Million Munch was actually featured in the film, right? That has no sound on it. It wasn't a requirement. Now it is to record with sound. And the reason was, and for all you MAME heads that know this, it wasn't until recently that you didn't need sample sounds. You had to add them post-MAME. Like, you actually had to add Donkey Kong sounds because MAME didn't support Donkey Kong sound that well at all. So you if you played it without adding the samples around, I want to say, what was that? When was that record broken? Like 2000. I want to say 2006, 2007. Whenever the championship, whenever that movie was filmed. All right, you couldn't hear. It was just recorded with an old VHS camera. You couldn't hear the sounds, and you'd be able to tell it was MAME because it would either make shit sounds or none at all if you didn't put the samples inside of MAME. Interesting enough, the Phil Merlion hit, the one that loaded like MAME, had no sound when the admissions were given. So you can't prove without a shadow of a doubt that he used MAME, other than without a shadow of a doubt, right? But the software only loads one way. And MAME could load differently over time with changes to upgrades and changes to MAME. But the hardware doesn't change. And the hardware is in the arcade cabinet. The guy's a cheater. And I think that's enough circumstantial evidence to do that. After its own fair and unbiased investigation, she sounds like Susie fucking Lou. Guinness World Records has announced the reinstatement of Pac-Man and Donkey Kong rights effective immediately. The Guinness World Records will reach its official statement on the website with numerous quotes. Yeah, we will know anything about the fucking records, and he's probably too old to make a record right now. The record, the Donkey Kong record, is at a point right now that the guys that can get $1 million, they have to get a certain amount. It's luck at this point. It's like one of those records, like a running record, that if it's an eighth of a second, it's like a huge accomplishment to break it. Like, that's how the point we're at Donkey Kong. You got to get a certain amount of barrels at the end, and the blue ones, and so this is horse shit. Let's see what I saw this before. July 1999, perfect score in Pac-Man. It was done before. Actually, it was done fucking like 9 years prior to that. But they didn't promote it because it wasn't Billy Mitchell. And remember, Billy had a piece of fucking Twin Galaxies for a long time. And that's who sent their fucking records to Guinness. Twin Galaxies has always been corrupt from the top fucking down. November 7th, 1982, high score in Donkey Kong, 80,000 points. All right, I can stomach that one because I think he set that one live. And he's about 18. I think he's 19 or 20 years old when he did that one. 2005 high score in Donkey Kong. Okay, that would have been the first million score, which is probably a MAME score. That's the one without the sound. And then he submitted 2 more millions after that. 2 more millions after his reinstatement. Recognizes all of them. He's the first gamer to hit the kill screen. That's probably accurate. On Donkey Kong, November 7th, 1982, first game to score 1 million points on Donkey Kong. That's horseshit. Steve Wiebe scored 1 million points first. That's the worst part of this. And I hope Twin Galaxy doesn't recognize it. So he said he was going to sue them after re-examination. An emergence of key eyewitnesses. These were recorded submissions. There was nobody to eyewitness it. And expert testimonials. Who are these experts? The reversal of earlier controversies was reinstated by Mr. Mitchell's original online records. Well, Guinness is a joke.
Yeah, it's so fucking bullshit now.
Yeah, Guinness is a joke. God, I hate to say it, we live in a world now where fucking Twin Galaxies is actually more, it's actually more of a solid source.
Yeah, it's more credible now.
Yeah, Twin Galaxy is much more credible now. I would agree.
Yeah.
You want to see what Keem just tweeted 2 minutes ago?
What the fuck did he tweet? More horses?
Yeah.
Goodbye, horses. I'm crying over you. It's not right, man.
No, it's not.
It's really not right.
It's not at all.
It's wrong. It's a donkey, too. It's not even a horse. Is this?
I know.
Jesus Christ.
An asshole.
Yeah. Well, in a way, H3 asked for it. He didn't give a fuck about us. He only thought about himself.
No.
Didn't turn out to be the hero he wanted. He split the community instead of uniting it. He get what he deserved to some extent. I wish Hilla could be left with that of it. I'm going on record. There's irrefutable evidence now that Chris Hansen did, in fact, sell Onishi on a story, despite what he's claimed. Chris Hansen has lied to all of us, everyone involved. What? Wait until next month when this drops. You'll see. I'm in absolute shock. Repsion said that 3 hours ago. Goodbye, horses.
Yeah, John Smile drumming video on Hanson tomorrow.
Crying over you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever go to... I gotta watch John Son suck himself off on Twitter for another month after that video comes out. Jesus Christ. You ever watch him on Twitter? That guy can reach his own dick. Jesus Christ. Look, everything you got, he earned. He is talented. He's a bit stubborn. I don't think he's the first guy to say, hey, I got this wrong, let me pull back. But he is talented, he is smart. But he also gives himself big, slobbering blowjobs. I just read his timeline after the video comes out, you'll see. Like really giant, slobbering blowjobs.
That's
Veiny,
a lot of money, I guess,
slobbering.
For a person of color.
I want you know Gabby Hanna. That's another thing. I'm a little nervous to talk about her in a post-Etika world.
Yeah, me too.
I think she might be wacky quacky. I'm not criticizing anybody else for fucking, I'm not gonna fucking grandstand like all these other jackasses would. But yeah, I'm feeling about that one. A little. Sean Swan isn't gay. He's gay for himself. Yes. Oh, maybe I'm being too hard on him. I mean, he did spend a lot of time in the background. But yeah, it's he's talented. He's I don't know. I wouldn't carry myself the way John carries himself, but you know what? This website's for the young, and I'm not one of them. So whatever works. If the fans like it, that fans like it. Oh, it's not going to be a feud. I'm not feuding with him. I just think he's funny. He was very helpful during I'm Alex, and he's very helpful behind the scenes, well, as far as supporting Nick and getting things right. HXH is kind of gay. Who's that? You're eating big slobbering blowjob.
What a homo.
Yeah, he's 18. He's 18. What the fuck do I know? Goodbye, horses. I think I'm done. Yeah. I'm just waiting. I'm just watching people get canceled. And I'm playing the fuck is that? I'm playing video games. That's what I've been doing.
I have noticed the last week or so my timeline has been less cancerous. So
yeah, I don't know. Gabby seems like she's lost her mind, like off her medicine. So I'm like,
yeah, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that because Kavas has been going hammer on it.
Yeah,
he did make a video, but he has calmed down.
She deserves it. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
But it's so out of left field and so weird. It's so conspiratorial. We haven't seen behavior like this from her in the past. That it tells me that it's a chemical thing, because it's just like so out of there. They said at one point she said that YouTube is taking views away from her. That's a new one. My timeline has been cancer for weeks now. I hate it. Yeah, everybody's I
didn't say it was cancer free. I said it was less cancerous.
I switched to cancer. I would come back.
A lot of people out there need to go out and do something, like literally anything.
Nah, I don't do anything. I think it's one of the reasons I'm having a problem here. People need to go back inside like they're. I was making much more money.
You can't have both.
I was making
protest. Don't go outside. You're gonna get fucking corona.
Yeah,
you can't have fucking both.
I love what they're doing to Trump. They're already setting it up like they're gonna. This would be a great time for fucking 4chan. They should set up some phony interview that this guy's whole family got wiped out because he went to the Trump convention and. They'll jump on that and then just go. They'll fall for it. Hating Trump's like a religion. Tommy, you think something's up with these lockdowns? Yeah, I think the blue states are deliberately trying to take the economy.
That's gonna be a 2-hour discussion. We don't need to go into it. Fuck.
That's all right there. Let's take some calls.
Ow. Oh, big butt lover. What does he want? Yes, I think there's something. I think that why do all the blue states not want to open? Tells you everything.
Hello?
Jesus, it's you sound terrible.
Should we fucking AC off?
Go to the calls, they said. Don't talk about fucking politics, they said. What's up, big butt lover? He's probably on the fucking road. He's a truck driver. Hey! All right. You just gotta wait. No, I don't. What are the optics on this video idea? What is your opinion? Well, you wanted to make a video on what? I don't know. Call fucking in. I can't read every damn chat thing.
Yeah, if you have a question, call in.
Yeah, call in.
That's why
I'm afraid to get yelled at because I won't get that shit working. Let's take calls. If anybody wanted you, here's what I want you to do. If anybody wanted to see me rant about that and like lose my mind, and you missed out on the whole fucking thing, it's Jeff's fault. He made a bad call. Let him know on Twitter. What an idiot he is to deprive you of your entertainment.
Yeah.
Oh, bad Jeff.
Riveter, you're on the air.
Hey, Tommy, I thought I'd give you at least one decent caller today. How about that?
That'd be nice. What do you got?
I just think they need to remove Deliverance because it portrays us rednecks in a very bad light.
That's one of my favorite movies. Like a pig.
Earlier you tweeted out about how they weren't
rednecks. They were hillbillies. That's a big difference between a redneck and a hillbilly.
Oh, so I'm okay. It's just Jeff that's the problem.
Jeff's big hillbilly. He looks bad. Yeah, it's no. Yeah, they were like, inbred types. Now, like, I think of a redneck. I think a guy that has a house and a truck and maybe like some guns. I think of a hillbilly's like. I do
have the third.
I think of West Virginia. That's a good movie. You know why that movie's so good?
It's a good movie.
Oh, my dad said when you go to see it in theater, why it was so good, like, because Burt Reynolds is like a big star, right? And they swerved everybody in that film because he gets shot. He's out most of the movie. Actually, in a lot of ways, I'm not saying like it is a pretty bad portrayal of Southerners. Like, not so much the violence part, but when the dueling banjo thing was kind of a shitty portrayal. I'll give you that. But like the murder scenes and the stuff that happens on the trail and the survival stuff, that shit seems so fucking real to me. Like the survival part, and like Burt Reynolds gets shot, and he's out like the whole movie. You think he's going to be the big Billy badass, and he's not. He gets fucked up early in that flick.
So here's a little fun fact: that river that they shot that movie on was actually used in one of the Summer Olympics here in the States for one of the kayaking events or whatever.
What river was that? Was it in Georgia?
Dude, don't get me to line. I don't know.
No,
I just remember that.
Well, I've canoed the Flint River in down. I spent a little time
the last summer Olympics in the States was Atlanta, right?
Although I went from Alabama to Georgia. This whole thing, you take this whole thing. It was a great trip. Some of my Army buddies did that. I spent a little time down south and did the things that Southerners do. I enjoyed it.
It was the Chattahooga River.
Okay. Chattahooga. Yeah, dude, canoeing is awesome. You know that?
Yeah.
We you know what we did? We didn't know how to fucking keep our beer cold. So, because we did this shit on a whim. So we took like an Army laundry bag and literally packed every single beer with it and tied it to the canoe and let it like run in the water. We thought that was the best way to get the beer cold. And then the thing is, the canoe in that motherfucker was hard because it was like extra weight. So we started drinking like maniacs, and the entire canoe was just like Miller Lite beer cans just so we could get lighter. So when we finally got the thing light, everybody was fucked out of their mind. It's good times. Good times. You got a question, Riveter? Or anything?
Yeah, so I had you put out a tweet earlier about how you drew a correlation between kind of what's going on and the
satanic panic.
Satanic panic.
Yeah, I think there's some aspect, not everything, because it is a civil rights issue and stuff like that. But I think like the Aunt Jemima stuff, the Paw Patrol stuff, digging through people's tweets, trying to cancel what Sky Jackson is doing. Yes, I think that's the more of a behavior of a satanic panic. Because let's keep in mind,
lost a kid going to LSU
in 2019. 9 black men were shot without a gun. More whites were shot in that period of time, and more people get killed in Chicago every weekend than that. I think this is a panic. Now, that doesn't mean I don't think there should be better police training or ways to deal with the problem that led to this. But this is not a genocide. And I've heard people in Black Lives Matter say that. So I come to the conclusion, this sounds like the crazy shit I used to hear about Ozzy Osbourne when I was a kid, or when I played D&D, because it's a complete and utter overreaction. It doesn't mean there isn't a reaction due, especially in Minneapolis. That man was murdered by that fucking stupid cop that turned our country backwards. You know, he remember that the rest of his fucking life.
Thanks, prick.
Thanks, you prick. But is all this other extraneous shit that all the lefties wanted to do anyway and used to fail at doing? No, this is some satanic panic bullshit. This is Karen's gone awry. You know, that's what I think. River. Yeah. What do you think?
And look what's going on right now down there in Georgia and what just happened. You know.
Yeah.
I mean that you know, and the DA now has come out and filed, you know, not just murder but felonious murder towards the, you know, that.
Oh, that's ridiculous. You can't fucking point a stun gun at a cop. You can't fucking act drunk, resist, and beat up cops. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, may be. I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and judge and say if that cop did the, did everything that he was supposed to do and trained to do. I'm not going to do that. But I am not going to say that. I don't know that wasn't a justifiable homicide. I just don't know the law in Georgia, in Atlanta, and I don't. And that is not what I saw was not murder.
Well, you know, the thing of it is they brought in the GDI, which is the Georgia Department of Investigation or whatever, kind of like the FBI. And they put out a statement saying they were taken aback because this prosecuting attorney came out and made these charges against this police officer, and they have not even concluded and made their recommendations on the situation. This is purely political because that guy is running for office.
Oh, yeah, of course. Why do you think all these YouTubers? Do you think they cut suddenly all these YouTubers? They suddenly cared about Black lives? No, there's money in it.
No.
You think anybody has any fucking principles on this goddamn website? No. Here's the thing. You're talking to somebody. I've always been itchy about cops. I don't like being told what to do. I'm not the biggest police supporter.
Nobody likes to be told what to do.
No, but my thing runs a little deeper than that.
I get where you're going with. Where you're going with it.
No, I was treated pretty poorly by the police when I was a teenager. You know, like really, like, and even as recently when I was in my 20s, like some cop, he picked up a leaf that came off my boot on a car, and he said, "What's this?" I said, "It's a fucking leaf." I don't know. I'm gonna have to send this in to see what it is, and he let me go. Fucking friend of mine told me that was a cop, said that you're not supposed to do that. He was just trying to put the fear of God in you, and it worked. You know. Yeah. So I have problems with cops, but I even with the problems that I have, the poorly treated, I've been poorly treated by cops. You know, I remember I got pulled over one time, and they were complimenting my girlfriend, and there's nothing I could fucking do about it. She was in the car. Oh, she looks good. You guys gonna have a good time? He shouldn't be talking to me like that. You should be giving me a ticket for my fucking headlight being out. So I get all that shit. So I'm not a big. And when I came back from the military and saw the same cops from my town in Woodbridge being fucking mega unprofessional, when I've been taught to be professional under all, like 24/7, 7 days a week, I had any less respect for them. But what's going on here and this cop bigotry hate horse shit, right? This is out of fucking control. And it's not healthy for anybody. It's not healthy for minorities. It's not healthy for law and order. It's not healthy in these cities. You want to see white flight. Look at the next 2 years. Everybody's leaving the city. Everybody, especially if they defund the police. That'll be Black Lives Matter. It's a great contribution to our country, which I don't believe. I think they just want their own police. No, but I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like when any group of people is just like subjugated to this is what they are. They're all this. They're all that. I don't care if it's like race related or fucking guys that get together and play D&D in the weekends. I'm all for jokes and
you're saying, are you actually saying that people should be held accountable for their own actions?
And we're Americans. We don't do group punishment. When one bad cop goes off, we don't say all cops bad in L.A. or cops bad in New York or down in Atlanta. We judge people on their individual behavior. And that's not what's going on in this movement. I find this movement dangerous and most of all stupid. And you'll never. And the only reason I'm able to say this shit, because I even see fucking Republicans. Nobody will speak up and say this is fucking ridiculous because they're so terrified. If you're a public figure, you really can't do it. They'll go right after your sponsors. This is. I can get away with it. And who knows how much longer I can get away with it. This is stupid. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad for minorities. It's bad for the whole country. Not every cop is a fucking bastard, and I'm no fan of cops. This is ridiculous.
I've had good interaction with police. I've had bad interaction with police.
Me too.
And the bottom line is this. You know what? There's some real shitty people in the world, and some of them are cops, and some of them are just civilians.
Some of them are soldiers. I could fucking testify to that. And that's another thing that bothers me. Today it's cops. Tomorrow it's my fucking, my brother's coming back from Afghanistan. That's another thing that bothers me because it feels like this. It feels like this Vietnam fucking horse shit.
I would say Vietnam, yeah.
It feels like that. It feels like because I've run into these like I didn't get it as bad as the Vietnam veterans, but I've run into these like soldier haters before. These, I don't like the Army, I don't like George Bush, but you're okay. Yeah. I know what you're saying, pal. You don't have to like me. Go fuck yourself. And that's what this fucking, this shit feels even worse.
The thing of it is this movement may have started out for noble causes and for something that needed to be, more
Absolutely.
of a spotlight.
It won't
but
be.
The problem is it's morphing and it's they are becoming the very thing that they originally were protesting against, which was, not all black people are bad people, but now they're saying all cops are bad people.
Yeah.
You can't do that because, eventually if they, like you said, if they defund the police, if they eradicate the police department, then we're going to go back to the old West. And we're going to have gunshots right there in the middle of Main Street.
I watched that. I watched it the other day. The kid from Antifa got his fucking, or I don't know if he's Antifa, but he was definitely far left.
Yeah.
Yeah. A kid got fucking. He got shot. That guy got shot in the jaw, right, Jeff? You watched that video?
I watched that video.
Yeah, I watched his whole fight. You're not hearing much about it. All you're hearing about is all these.
Attacking the dude. The dude pulls a gun, defending himself.
Some guy was even yelling, "He will kill you!" And then the shots went off.
He's like, okay, he tries to go up. I don't know if he's
I'll send you that if you want,
guy, but he would not back the fuck off, and he got fucking shot. He got what he.
But when you read the paper, all you realize is militia men were arrested. First of all, I don't know if this guy was in the militia or not. What happened was he was talking shit as they were taking the statue down. He was running his mouth, probably saying some dumbass shit. Probably. They decided like, and who the fuck are they to say you can't protest the statue coming down? Who the fuck are these people? So they started fucking with this guy. Right? He gets in a fist fight with what appears to be a dude and a woman that's hitting him on the side. That's what I saw. Then a third guy comes up with a fucking...
left that part out.
Yeah, they left that up. A third guy comes up, hits him with a skateboard, right? I have seen a couple clips, but they might be altered, that he had a knife in his left. I don't know how he could have had a knife in his hand that quickly.
That's why I said he may have gone stabby.
Yeah, he may. But when he picks his head up after the skateboard, he sees this guy just hit him with a skateboard, and he unloaded a Glock at him. And you're not hearing this shit because they can't no one's going to feel sorry for the Antifa guy who was dressed with black and had a goddamn mask on, right? No one's going to feel bad for him. All you hear is these crazy militia guys went down there and got arrested. And they arrested all the militia guys. There was only one guy involved in the shooting. So, yeah, you want more of that? I don't want more of that.
exactly what fucking CNN did. They just said, "Yep, these guys started shooting and they got arrested."
Let me tell you something. If the people that took
they fucking beat the dude with a goddamn skateboard.
Yeah, and I tell you something. If there were skinheads that took over six blocks in Seattle, if there's skinheads that took over 6 blocks in Seattle, they'd send the fucking army in there tomorrow. So that's why this is such horse shit. All right, River, I gotta go. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
One last thing, guys. Just watch more Mr. Rogers, okay?
Fuck him. Phony ass bitch. Nobody's that fucking nice. Fuck that guy. Talk to you later.
Take
Bye-bye.
care, man.
Don't watch any mainstream media. Do your own fucking research. Goddamn.
Yeah. Fuck.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes, what you got? You're your last caller. Congratulations.
Thank you. I just wanted to ask 2 things before the end of the show. First off, do you think the Gabby Hanna situation is possibly due to money? Because she's lost a lot of funds and she's hoping for a big payout from YouTube to pay for whatever future endeavor she may have?
I don't know. I have to read her mind for that one. I'm not ready. I mean, it's all about money in the end, though. I mean, all of it. I mean, it could be legitimate panic. It could be. What are you saying? She's feigning her panic to get back on the trending page. That's not going to help her Twitter account. I think that'll be short lived because she's probably getting views right now, but that's not going to help her growth. You know.
Yeah, I'm not talking about views. I'm talking that she may or may not have a big investment coming up, and she got panicked because the money wasn't there as it.
There's too many variables in that question.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's too many. There's too many variables there. Yeah. What's your other question?
Regarding I read in the news recently that the Trump administration is going to be taking back some of the soldiers that they have stationed in Germany.
Yes, I have heard of that. I have heard that.
I'm wondering if that means you'll get pulled back in the States as well.
No, I'm a resident in Germany. I've long out of the army. The only way I go is if they throw me out. You know, I'm not connected to the military at all anymore. That has nothing to do with me. You know, that's that. And the other thing is like the way they do these. They've been drawing down here since Bush administration. So, nobody will even notice. If you come here, you're going to do your 2 to 3 years and get on. By the time you get out, maybe there'll be less bases open or they'll have people there. But I mean, I don't necessarily like the idea, but I'm awful fucking sick. I'm sick of paying for Europe's army. You know, I'm tired to going to bars and some stupid German broad telling me you should be like us now. We don't have a military at all. Yeah, because fucking my people are coming here doing the job your boys should be doing. You know.
Let's not be too hard on the Germans.
Why not? Why not? Why should we have to pay? They charge us fucking rent to be here. Like, what the fuck is the point? It's the biggest favor in the world. You got the most sophisticated army on the planet that's not completely insane, and we have to pay rent in Wiesbaden. Why? Why?
Well, I mean, German, council member at some point declared the fact that the new outbreak of corona recently is because of Romanian seasonal workers.
Yes,
Bulgarian ones.
Yeah, those dirty Romanians in their Dracula fantasy. Yeah,
I mean,
do you listen to me?
I should know. No, I used to, but not anymore.
I like Romanians. I get along quite well with them.
They do make a good booze.
What? No, because they all act like gangsters around here. I kind of get a kick out of them. They're not like the Russian gangsters type, who more remind me of fucking like white guys trying to be black in the States. But the Romanians are like, they're like tight. You don't fuck with the Romanians, man. They're kind of. I dig them. I don't mind. A lot of people bitch about them. I know the English bitch about them because I take people's jobs and shit. I understand that part. But as far as like hanging out with them, I think they're cool. They're fucking. They're very soft spoken. They're very careful what they say.
Well,
I have a friend over here named Marius. He's from Romania, and he's He'd fuck you up if you fucking pissed him off the right way. You know, I like the Romanians. They're manly men, and it's a real switch around here. Because the only guys that act like men around here are fucking Turkish.
Well, to be fair, Romania's biggest export to the EU in general has always been cheap labor or medical staff.
Yeah, well, it's a poor country. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I wouldn't go to Romania because it's too dangerous, but I do like the people. And there's a lot of people. For every, you know, I'm not going to put my 2 cents on the immigration policy. Yeah, but, you know, for every shitbag Romanian that comes here and doesn't do shit and there's a gypsy or whatever, there's like 10 more that are just, you know, trying to learn language and do right by Germany. So, I mean, there's a lot of good Romanians too. So I don't put them down.
A lot of them are.
Some of them are drunken bags, but you know what? You have drunken bags in every group of people. So some of them are worthless, but you know, there's a lot of worthless Irish Americans out there as well. Yeah,
fair enough, Tommy.
Yeah, there you go. Talk to you later.
All right then.
Take care of that.
Later, Tommy.
I think we're done.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. I don't know. I don't mind the Romanians. I really don't mind fucking anybody if you don't fuck with my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're a sane human being, like I'm probably not gonna have an issue with you.
I don't give a fuck. But you know, they complain that they take the jobs from, you know, Germany's already here minorities, which is the problem with the EU to begin with, and that's a legitimate complaint. You know, I mean, it's not my country. I'm just trying to, you know, play by the rules so I can stay.
Yeah.
All cops are boomers. That might be true. You're always looking at itself. I'm a worthless bag. I don't know. What did Martin Luther King say? I dream for the day that somebody doesn't call me a worthless bag, but gets to know me before he calls me a worthless bag.
Strong words.
Strong words. Dr. King. That's one thing fucking black people hate that I hate too. Whenever something like this George Floyd happens, there's always some white guy. And Dr. King said, shut the fuck up. I hate that too. Shut up, whitey. Shut up, you cracker. Don't you hate that? Dr. King would have, shut the fuck up. I mean, I don't even care if you're right. You know, shut the fuck. Stop invoking his name like he's a goddamn patron saint. I hate that. I don't know. I kind of feel like streaming.
Yeah.
I don't think my wife's putting out, so it's time to go.
Fair enough.
Too late. I think she went to bed early. That usually tells me that she doesn't want me flirting with her. You know where that goes. Goes right to sleep.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Shine town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cars, oak affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead the Migos to you like I'm Chip Kelly. Feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
Wow.